Arkansas.
Correct.
Those are all terrible states.
What are you guys doing? What
You would be amazed at the amount of stories that actually come out of those particular states.
It's a fact or fiction game. Tony looks up headlines, and he goes, "This one's true or false," and then he reads the headline, and then we have to guess if it's true or false.
Yeah.
Like the best one last week was when the guy found the World War II grenade and he took it to Taco Bell.
Why?
Why we think it's true and why we think it's false. Like, you know,
Correct.
justify why you're saying true or false.
But with that in mind, I actually seen this interesting story about a woman who said that meth was found hidden inside her vagina was not hers.
She was used as a drug mule.
Surprise!
They could have
It just jammed right up there. And you're like,
cartel could have roofied her, hid the meth inside of her.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It just appears out of nowhere. It was like a.
Where else would you keep your drugs besides inside of women?
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Anywhere else, literally anywhere else.
Yeah. Apparently, this Louisiana woman.
Ooh.
Yeah, here we go. Down the rabbit hole.
She apparently was accused on July 31st of stealing $5,000 from the apartment of a man that she'd been staying with for about a week. Did she know him? Did she not know him? Maybe.
How much can you know somebody after a week?
Clearly true. Now, according to documents published by the sheriff's office, she also continued to say that he actually stated that she swiped his cash.
Okay.
And left. Like it was a surprise. One day he was getting up for coffee.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh man, $5,000 was just sitting on the table and now it's not.
Well, you know that she wasn't kidnapped because Elizabeth Smart took zero cash. She just got the hell out of there.
True. Yeah. True. So Elizabeth Smart, we're not going to give her a real name because we're just going to call her Elizabeth Smart.
Okay.
She went on to say that when she was pulled over by the police, right, she confessed to taking the man's money and leaving his apartment.
Okay.
Then, when a female correctional officer later searched her, they told her to pop a squat and cough, of course, like every, person looking for contraband does. And all of a sudden, $6,000, $6,233 to be exact, popped out of her vagina
Money?
in a roll.
Human piggy bank.
Yeah, she was like a human ATM.
Any change?
And 42 cents. No.
That's so she can make change at the strip club she's working at.
So she can make change.
Can you break 100?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There we are.
And along with this human ATM of the $6,233 exactly in change.
I feel so bad for people that count that. My God.
They have gloves on them.
Yeah, they're like, wow, this smells a little fishy. What's going on? No. Along with that came a clear plastic bag of roughly 1 gram of methamphetamines.
Oh, man.
Yeah, which she denied were even hers. So when you're boofing yourself $6,233 in a tight wad, I'm assuming, to shove
Probably about the size
a
of your
good fist.
Yeah.
It's a good fist load.
I'm guessing that was about at least, let me see here, $767 worth of meth to make it an even 7,000.
Probably true. Probably true. Give or take $1 or two.
And then instead of putting the money in her purse...
Do you want to know something? It came up to about $1,000 a day.
It came out to $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
For him to get his fix.
Just like
of whatever he needed. And she was like, F this, I'm out.
I want my money.
So needless to say, she boofed out this wad of rock. Along with a wad of cash. And poop poop. Just all over the police room floor. She was like, No, that's definitely not mine. How do you get out of that?
How do you deny it?
How do you deny that when it's like coming out of like let's say that you were just pissing quarters.
Yeah.
And you were like, huh, how did that get in there?
Well, the quarter compared... Well, Jesus Lord. Yeah. Yep. Aliens.
Aliens
There you
flungered.
They went ahead, they abducted her. They shoved some money and meth right inside of her.
I definitely believe her, too.
That's a believable story. I honestly believe that actually.
I hate to say it, but if I would just taken the money and the meth and let her go.
I would have been like,
okay, see ya, you're out of here.
Yeah.
If you're one of the writers for Better Call Saul, you're like, all right, we got our next episode. And Saul defends her, and insert reference here from Breaking Bad, bring back a character.
You got Macaulay Culkin taking notes right now.
Right? Yeah.
That's what probably would happen. The lawyer probably told her, it's like, don't say it's from your vagina, it's from someone else. And she just went with it. That's her defense.
I mean,
it was in the money.
It was in them.
Anyways.
They're not really sending a good message to these kids that you can't drop out, by the way.
That's true.
Because you can, and you can always get behind the evil guy.
Let's just say that their pullout game is weak. Except for Podguyz.
Yeah. Podguyz stayed in there for a little bit, you know?
He stayed in there.
He was feeling warm, you know? He was hot and cold. You know?
He was like, oh, this is a nice warm place.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay here for a while. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Nah, there's no backing out.
Amy Klobuchar was already satisfied with getting 15%.
She was cool.
Yep, she didn't want the rest of the 85%.
She didn't want it.
Just
she didn't
tip,
want it at
just
all.
Well,
she just wanted the wet the whistle.
Well, if you got the 15%, you were eligible to get delegates.
That's true.
You were, yeah.
That's true.
Elizabeth Warren is still in there.
That's true.
Which part of her?
Well, the part that looks like a professor and the other part that kind of looks like a guy. And the Native American. And
I
the
like the
black
fact now that she even took the role of Joe Biden to sneak up on him from behind and kiss people on the neck as she's waiting in the circles.
She's waiting in the wind. She's going to gather.
Also the selfie queen too.
Yeah. Because she's down with her people, whoever it may be this week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Any kind of people.
Yeah.
Well,
any people. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's Super Tuesday, and what I know of, Bernie was going to California and Minnesota. Biden was going to Texas,
yeah.
And Trump was coming to Scranton.
Warren was Warren was going where, to Vermont or somewhere? Vermont or
she was going to Vermont, yeah, and
Vermont.
Massachusetts area, of course. That's right in the neck of the woods.
And Bloomberg was going to Vermont to spend Bloomberg was going to Vermont to dump another $200 million.
Michael Rubin.
Bloomberg, yes.
Yeah. And that Michael
Rubin's Bloomberg.
He spent more money in Vermont than all the other candidates spent on Super Tuesday so far.
I wonder if he could take all of his money and pay for everybody's vote if we'd all come up $1,000 richer.
Yeah.
Michael Rubin's Bloomberg.
If he gave us all $1,000 for a vote, yeah, he'd have enough money.
I don't know if I would. If, you'd have to give the money back. If you
but then he'd throw Wang in there. Like he'd have to be like, oh well, I'm gonna give the people money. Oh, I don't care how I earned it. I'm just gonna give people money.
People like money.
Yeah.
It's basically valueless without all the bombs we have backing up.
He was paying audience members to actually laugh at him.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hey, you laughed at my joke. Here you go. Here's a 20.
Cheering, slap, hey, you're the best, Michael. You're the greatest.
His Twitter doesn't even seem like, okay, comparably, Donald Trump's Twitter, misspelled words, a lot of vague racial connotations towards people, sounds sometimes like a teenage girl is typing on there, but you know it's authentic. Michael Bloomberg's Twitter sounds like he hired a writer. A very funny writer and a witty comeback guy, and like a group full of people to be like, quick, come back on Trump real quick. And they're all working for the Late Late Show with Seth Meyers during the nighttime, and they just come back with a quick. It doesn't seem like there's anything authentic about him. You can be a billionaire with money and still be an authentic piece of garbage if you want, right? And I would rather that guy than the other guy that's pretending he's not a piece of shit. I think anybody would.
See, I found it kind of funny. I actually found it kind of funny that Bernie Sanders actually came out that he's against long-term political people being in office.
How long has he been a senator for?
What the hell?
I think he's been a senator for what?
Take your
since
senility
Kennedy?
pills. Jesus.
Since
Well,
Kennedy?
Since Kennedy.
They've compared him to George Washington because they used to hang out. And,
They went to school
They
together.
went to high school, yeah. Oh, stop it. Stop it. No, I didn't. But I did.
What Mr. Washington's not telling you is he owns land and people. It's like, yeah, we all do, sir.
Yeah,
We all do.
He's been in the Senate for what, 40 years?
He's been in the Senate for 40 years.
Been in there for a long
Yeah,
time.
he's been in there since the 80s, since Reagan.
He is a long-term politician.
So let's see here. It was more. We'll give benefit of doubt. We'll say Carter,
Yeah.
Reagan, Bush,
Bush,
Clinton,
Yeah.
Bush,
Obama.
Obama.
Trump.
You know what would change my mind? If Bernie Sanders actually came in and said, "No, let's give them a 4-term or a 2-term limit."
No. But I'm saying Sanders
yeah.
been a senator for what, 7 presidents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that old article that came out saying that Ted Cruz supported it, and
True.
as fast as he supported it was just as fast as he didn't support it right after the fact. So it's
Yeah.
almost like somebody took a quick picture of that idea, where you're bragging about how a person is blowing out all the candles, and then you're like, see what they did? Look at that. And then, like, the next minute they collapse on the cake because they're just exhausted from
For blowing
doing
out all the
that.
candles, yeah.
And they're like, all right, well,
But-
look at what he can do. It's like, yeah, but we all show the next picture.
Yeah.
Just show the next picture where he's on the cake.
But as they say, okay, we're going to bring in this youth group from America and have them run, and you got 80-year-old senators running against each other.
Yeah.
yeah, we got a lot. There's a lot of old people running.
Who's the youngest person left in the race?
The youngest person left in the race? Holy crap, I think it might be Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
No,
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard's still in the race. She is the
that?
youngest person running. She is a congresswoman from Hawaii. Afghanistan war veteran. She is about bringing the troops home and no more foreign wars.
Well, we're not going to count her because she's not going to be in that.
Well, she has 0 delegates.
Yeah.
0, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
at a
surprised
0.
they didn't drop her yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if
She
you have
hasn't
money
dropped
and you
out
want to
yet.
spend it out,
She's doing it like this. You don't really need a lot of money. What you need for running commercials and stuff like that, yeah, you need some money. For
Yeah.
free advertising, like if I wanted to run for president, I wanted to do it through Facebook or through social media outlets and
sure.
little glib crap. You only need like a couple $100,000 here, a couple
Sure.
$100,000 there. These guys, I don't know what the hell they're doing
How
with
old?
hundreds of millions of dollars. Think if you're, for a second, just think if you're goddamn Pete Buttigieg, right?
Oh, yeah.
Say he's got $40 million and his biggest commercials.
Technically, that girl that he said.
No, we're not
Tulsi
counting
Gabbard.
her. We're not
counting her.
We're not counting her.
Well, Elizabeth Warren's 70.
Elizabeth Warren is 70. So
Okay.
she's the youngest.
Yeah.
Still, well, in woman
No,
years, that's
Tulsi's
young.
a lot younger.
What was that?
Tulsi is definitely younger.
Oh yeah, she
Oh,
is
well,
younger.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're not counting her though because
How
she
old
had.
is
She just had a rally.
38.
You know how many people showed up at the rally for her?
85.
9 people.
Nine
9.
people. Yeah, so we're not counting her.
And,
wait.
and all of her
9
family members.
supporters- No, I'm saying 9 supporters supported Tulsi, and they all said, "Please drop out of the race, Tulsi. Please, we're begging you."
Yeah, and it was her mom and her
support.
boyfriend and
Yeah. Tulsi,
And 7
please stop.
randos.
You're
Her
embarrassing
boyfriend
yourself.
and her husband. That's
Yeah.
what they up, you know?
the side piece and the husband.
She's not taking any votes from anybody because she's
Yeah.
getting nothing.
The spam delivery driver because that's all they eat in Hawaii.
She is so beautiful, though. I
And
can't
she
not vote
is.
for her.
And you know something, too, Kevin? I gotta say, Tulsi, she doesn't like the Democrats very much either. She doesn't have a problem going against them.
Yeah, I agree. There's a big split in the party right now. You have the Biden Democrats, where they're the old dogs that are kind of look like a Republican nowadays.
versus Sanders.
Yeah.
They're like the Mitt Romney version of a Republican. You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
really know what they are.
Versus Sanders, which is the older dog.
Sanders, which
Yeah.
is an old dog who's been saying for a long time now the same stuff over and over and over again. We need everybody to have health care. We need,
Well, we're going to do it for each party individually. We're going to go independent, then we're going to go Republican, then we're going to go Democrat because that's the only way I'm actually going to get elected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, then again, Donald Trump was originally trying to go for the Reform Party back in the day.
That's true.
So he switched
That
up
is
parties. Bloomberg is in everything. He's your avatar candidate.
He's in everything. Yeah.
He's literally, you can pick your own candidate. It's like, hey, by the way, my name's still Bloomberg. It's
I
like,
was still
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Michael Rubin's Bloomberg.
Michael Rubin Bloomberg, yeah. And then you got Joe Biden, and God knows if he's going to make it to the end. They're gonna hold him. They're gonna put the sunglasses on him.
Yeah.
Like Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah.
Weekend at Biden's.
I think as long as you have a young child for him to sniff.
That's how he gains his energy.